What's going on, everybody? It is your main man, Big Ive. Excuse me, I'm not allowed to say Big Ive anymore. Ivan Thomas, uh, founder of DETV. So tonight's special episode, and I want to thank Zip Code Wilmington for sponsoring this. I have three amazing women, and matter of fact, we're just going to just tilt our hats and salute them. It's Women's History Month, and it's not even a month because we're just celebrating Black women all year round. So no more February Black History Month, no more just March Women's Month. We're just celebrating the blackness, the women, the mothers of creation. And today I have three amazing women joining me today, and they're just awesome. So I'm just going to not waste any time, and I'm going to bring them in. We have one, Michelle Taylor of the United Way, Dr. Witherspoon. Hey, Doc, how are you doing over there? And
Great.
Dana Harris. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. These are the co-contributors of this amazing, amazing book, Letters to My Girls. Woo! Ladies. And this is 100 plus letters to Black and brown women and girls.
Yes.
Like, okay, who we going to first? Because this is a lot to handle right here. Like
We got to go to
Michelle.
Sharita first. No, we got to
Go to
go to
Sharita?
Sharita.
Let's start with
Okay,
Cherita,
come on, Sharita, give it to me. How'd you
mastermind
come up with
behind it
this?
all.
How'd I come up with it? Well, I have a daughter who is now in her 20s, who, when she was about 5 or 6 years old, I wanted to write letters to her to help her navigate her way through the world as a Black woman and put that in book form. And, life happened. I never wrote that book, but in 2019, I got what I call a divine download. And just the vision for it was much more than what I originally intended. And I invited other Black women to participate in this project with me to share from our experiences, wisdom with other Black women and younger Black women, just to help them navigate, to remind them of how wonderful they are, brilliant, powerful, to stand in their boldness and not let the world tell them that they are something less than who they really are.
Wow, that right there. That right there is amazing. So let me ask you, Dr. Weatherspoon, how did you just get all these amazing women together to play a part in this beautiful masterpiece?
It was actually easier than I anticipated. I put out a call, held a couple of information sessions. People that I knew told people that they knew, and it grew to over 100 women. A handful of them I know personally, most of them I don't.
And they still
And
contributed. They
yes, they contributed, they carried through. These are women spread across the United States, different
wow.
ages, um, different religious beliefs, single women, married women, women with children, women without children. We have a couple of international authors as well, different socioeconomic status, education levels, all of that, just so that we can speak to a very diverse group of women.
So Michelle, when she called you and she said she wanted you to be a part, like what were you thinking, and what happened? Walk me through that.
Yeah, so she might remember this. We were on a panel together, talking about leadership, and I just met her. Her story is amazing, period, just as a woman, and she inspired me. So I think we agreed to catch up for coffee, or, so we met in Applebee's, and then we just started talking. And really, I'm one of those women that I knew her, but I had a chance to get to know her better. And in the process, she shared about this project and this vision, and she asked if I would be willing to contribute. And I was honored. Never have done anything like this before, but as a mother of a daughter, I too thought about how this could help to inspire her, and just as an advocate and champion of all women, but specifically brown and Black women. I used it as an opportunity for me to be able to leave a little legacy behind. I actually purchased 2 copies of the book that I put up for my granddaughters, who are 9 and 1, that I want to give them, and saving for them, like on their 18th birthday or 16th birthday, right? Where it can actually hope to be able to be more meaningful and inspiring.
So we're looking at this not being a coffee table book, but more of a family heirloom that Black women can hold dear to their hearts. I love it. I love it. Miss Dana Harris, now the lady with all the affirmations and behind her. What were you thinking when? What were you thinking when Doc reached out to you?
I always wanted to write, but I didn't think I knew how to, or that I could actually put my thoughts to words. And so when Cherita asked me, I just looked at it as something that I personally was trying to stretch in. So I was excited, and I said, "Well, why not?" It's the timing was great, and I think it just lined up to where I wanted to be from a planning perspective with my life. So I said, "Why not try it?" So I did, and I was pleasantly surprised with how everything came out. Not just for me, but for the entire book. Where you said it's a legacy gift, I look at it more like a manual because there's something in there for everyone. I had the opportunity to read it, and you can find your situation as a woman, and you can hear perspectives from at least 4 or 5 other women on that topic. So to me, the book isn't just good for my daughter and myself and my legacy, but it's also good as a manual for everyday life.
I love it. I'm gonna ask you ladies this. I want you to give me your favorite part, your favorite sentence, whatever your favorite, whatever is in that book. Can you give it to me? I want everyone to hear it.
Well, I'll just tell you from mine. I just reminded people, right, that that you have a village of girlfriends who are your biggest cheerleaders, and that you should rely on your village. That no matter what you go through in life, that your village is extremely important to you. And you heard Cherita say it before. You're powerful. You're more than life will happen to all of us. We'll have failures and ups and downs, but your girlfriends you can rely on, right, to be there and stick with you, right, all the way through.
Love it, love it, love it.
I wrote about standing tall, and it actually lined up to where I was, because when I read it now, I'm like, oh wow, I was really there when it was coming out. And it's standing tall no matter what you face in different areas of your life, whether it be at your job, in your home, with your family, with your friends. You can always stand tall. You have a choice to make. Do you stand tall or do you stand down? And we just want to encourage everybody to stand tall and see it through.
Awesome. Doc?
Yes, I love the introduction, which was co-written by myself and Quanisha Green, a Black woman CEO. And it speaks to why we need this book in the first place. And not just us as Black women needing it, but the world needs the book. I think that any woman who reads the book will find themselves in it. But I think hearing it come from Black women, it allows other people to see and experience our humanity and, recognize that we're really not very different from you. And hopefully it allows them to see us in a different light and begin to honor us for who we really are and not for what the world would have you believe we are.
I love it. I love it. Encouraging, inspiring, and uplifting. Wow. Let me ask you a question now. If you can write a letter to your 13-year-old self, right, what would you say? That I want you to grab something from somebody else's part in that book. Oh.
I would say we have a section called Be Bold. That's what I would tell my 13-year-old self. And that's really with that hindsight is 2020. Looking at some of the challenges I faced in my adulthood that link back to younger experiences, I would just say, girl, at that point it was Riri. Riri, stand in your power, be bold, show the world what you got, and don't stand down, don't shrink back for anybody.
I love it, Riri. I love it.
Yeah, I was actually going to say for me, like I was reading for people's, I loved how transparent and authentic the readers were, right? It's kind of like it's the Black version of Chicken noodle soup for the soul, right? And the part that I love to myself is that your failures don't define you, right?
Mm,
And that you will go through things, but it's for a moment in time, and that does not determine your destiny. You can't
right.
stay stuck in it. That you really have to be able to move past it. You're more than it's just whatever that particular failure is. And I read that in stories over and over again that were inspiring, because so many of us sometimes can get stuck in, and actually end up being depressed or having anxiety, that a couple of people alluded to, right, that they were going through. And it really helped to inspire, I know me, and I know so many others, that said life happens to all of us, but that you're more than and greater than what that situation is at the moment.
Right, right. Love it, love it. And they called her Riri. What was your nickname?
Jelly.
Shelly Shell. Shelly Shell. I love it. I wanna put this on, and I want to make sure that this graphic is seen. And let me blow it up a little bit. This is actually the book itself. I'm gonna put it right here in the middle of the screen. So please forgive me. Love letters to my girls. Where can people purchase this phenomenal writing?
They can find it on our website, loveletterstomygirls.com. And also it can be purchased on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, major bookstore retailers online. You can walk into your local Barnes and Noble and request it as well.
Love it, love it. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give away one copy of this book, right? But this is what you got to do. In the comments, in your computer, on your computer, if you can tell me Dr. Weatherspoon's nickname when she was growing up, you'll get a free copy of Love Letter to My Girls. Is that okay, ladies?
It works.
It works. All right, ladies, thank you so much. I'm not going to hold you any longer. Thank you for stopping by and sharing your time and space. Ladies, girls, if you're out there, you have to get these writings. These writings will change your life. Unlike affirmations, they become a part of they definitely become a part of your being, your soul, and will give you the direction and the guidance that you need as young women, young princesses to turn into queens. So we thank you, ladies. We salute you here at DETV, and thanks again. Make sure you go to Amazon. Make sure you go to the website. Purchase your copy right now. Love letters to my girls. It's your main man, Ivan Thomas, here at DETV, and I'll see you when we got some other good stuff, just like tomorrow. All right. Thanks, ladies.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.